Hey, it's Jen of Vegan Adventures of Jean and Jen, and I want to talk about a couple things today. And anybody who's waiting for the Bitch in a Hurry channel, I have tried to do the first video like 4 times, so I don't know. We've had a few, I want to say like a family emergency happen, and we had a couple other things happen. I ended up really sick, so my voice is all messed up, and I couldn't stop coughing. Not that that's an excuse, because excuses are bullshit. But I have a specific way I want to do the videos, but I might just have to just start putting them out and just, I don't know. I want to explain my strategic style plan, and then I want to add a couple fun videos during the week, like a commentary on things, like what I think about a couple summer trends, and stuff like that. So I want to explain the strategic, I can't talk. I want to explain the strategic plan that I have, but I also want to do a couple other videos, and I just couldn't get all of the stuff together without, I kept coughing and like dying, and I hate when videos have like 100 of those jump cuts, they call them, where the person's like talking and they go, and then they are talking a different way, and it's like so many of them that it's irritating to watch. So I'm really making excuses, but that's actually what happened. So anyway, speaking of all of that, making excuses, I am seeing recently a lot of people saying, well, I fell off this, or I fell off that, or I fell off. Now, let's just be clear about something. When you're eating something you shouldn't be eating, or doing something that for you is not what you really want to have in your life, and then you go and do something different, you didn't fall. Like, you weren't walking and like the ground disappeared out from underneath you and you fell down. You made a conscious choice and you jumped. That's what you did. And I do it all the time. We went to that one festival. I knew I was going to have some hummus because I love hummus. I don't keep it in the house for obvious reasons, but I made it a point. I didn't have any starch that day because I knew I was going to have some baked chips, and I was going to have some hummus and some veggies and whatever. And I knew I was going to be calorie-wise just fine. And I knew I would have some corn and things like that. So I made it a point to make an effort to sort of combat that, but I made the choice. I was going to have a couple glasses of wine, I was going to really enjoy myself, and that's that. I didn't fall off. That's the thing. People say, oh, well, I fell off, or this and that fell. You didn't fall. Stop making an excuse for yourself. Just stop. If you do or eat something that you didn't intend to do or eat, you did it. You made a conscious choice and you did it. Nobody waited till you were asleep and then jammed your mouth full of Cheetos. It doesn't work like that. And I'm not trying to be hard. I'm just saying, until you get real with yourself, you will not see any success. And I was talking to someone the other day, and I won't mention her name because I don't think she wants me to, and I just wouldn't do that anyways. And we're talking about the moms thing. The different ways you can do it or whatever. And there were these, and I can be a little harsh, and I try not to be. I want to be gentle, but I still want to tell you the truth and not blow smoke up your ass and be full of crap. And this person was like, well, I like to eat fruit all day. I'm like, well, you can't, because it's not going to satisfy you like starch will, and you're going to eat more of it than you need to eat. You really need to eat your starch, and you need to eat your green vegetables, your cruciferous vegetables, your non-starchy veggies, whatever you want to call them. Those are what you got to eat. And then you have your nice cream at night. And then this person said to me, and I don't think she'll care because I'm not saying who she is. She's like, well, are you afraid of having a sugar crash after that? And blah, 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 yada, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're going to be fucking asleep. You're asleep. It doesn't matter. That's what you eat at the end of the night. You mellow out, you have some tea, and you take your freaking happy ass to bed. Okay? So there's no discussion of what if you have a sugar crash. It's like, what I said to this person, because I don't know her very well, so she's not used to my personality, I don't think. And I said, hey, listen, stop making excuses and just go do it. You're looking for all of the ways that this is not going to work for you, and you're trying to make a million different scenarios happen in your head of where this is not going to work for you. And if you keep on doing that, you know what? It's not going to work for you because you're not going to be doing it. Stop trying to tweak everything and make it your own. If you do the program the way that it's set up, it works. So do what works and stop screwing around. That's really the only thing that I can say about that. It's just stop. Stop with the nonsense. Stop trying to to come up with reasons why something won't work for you, or why you can't do this, or you're afraid of that. And that's the other thing we discussed, was missing different nutrients and whatnot. Now, first of all, sweet potatoes are a complete and entire food. So if you eat some sweet potatoes and regular potatoes and pounds of broccoli and non-starchy vegetables and your nice cream and fruit at night, look, give me a break. What are you going to be missing? But we like to, what do they say? I think Dr. McDougall says that we like to major in the minor things, because if we nitpick the shit out of something, then we can find a reason why we can't do it, and we can't lose weight, and we can't take care of ourselves, and we can't get everything done. It's just too hard. It's just not going to work, because what? We're special, right? Like, we're special. We have a bad metabolism. We have this, we have that. And this person didn't say that about metabolism. I'm just saying, we can come up with a million reasons why something isn't going to work, why it's just too hard, why it's not for me, why this will happen and that will happen, and there'll be this deficiency. Just stop. Stop all of the nonsense. Just get your potatoes, just separate them all into the different bags and eat your food and move on with your life. Stop obsessing about what food you're going to eat, when you're going to eat it. Like I say, have your first meal be non-starchy vegetables, and a lot of them. And your second meal of the day, like I try to eat my first meal between 9 and 11. And that's the non-starchies, whether it's cucumbers or tomatoes or roasted broccoli, cauliflower, whatever. And then my large potato meal, I eat all my potatoes at one time. All the starch gets eaten at one time in the middle of the day, mid-ish day, like around anywhere between 1 and 3 o'clock. And I try to be done eating between 4 and 5. So after my big potato meal, then I wait about an hour, I have my ice cream, and it's over. That absolutely works, because every day you get to be nice and full. You feel very satisfied. You've gotten your starch in. You just feel really, really good. And if I found something that works, why would I change it all around so I can do what I've been doing so that it won't work? I'm not being harsh. I'm just saying, let's look at what we're doing. And when people say, well, I fell off. Well, you didn't fall off, and I know I've talked about this before, but until you get real with yourself, you're not going to see any change. You're not going to have any progress. You're not going to do any of the things that you want to do until you start telling yourself the truth. So when you decide that you want to go through that drive-through, or you want to buy some chips and salsa and you're going to eat those chips, own that decision and say, is this going to get me closer to where I want to be, or is it going to get me farther away? Think about that for a minute. And if you're like, it might get me farther away, but I'm really going to enjoy this. I'm not going to feel guilty, and I'm really going to really enjoy it. It's not going to hurt my health. It might not increase my weight loss efforts, but it's not going to really hurt me. It's not like you're going to go eat, you're not going to go drink like olive oil or something stupid like that. If it's one time and you're gonna really enjoy it and you're gonna have fun, then go do it. The thing I'm going to tell you is, if you do make that choice, it's extremely difficult to get back on track, because the next day you'll wake up and you know what the first thing you'll want is? The crap you were eating the day before. So if you make that choice, just know it's very difficult. And I will say, the first 3 or 4 months that I did this, I really tried to not make those exceptions, because it was so hard to get back on track. I'm not saying I didn't make any exceptions, but it was very hard. It's much easier now to get back on track. It's not the easiest thing in the world. And Doug Lyle just did a video all about this, about how the first day isn't so bad, the second day is not great, the third day is terrible, and then you're good for 7 or 8 days, and then that 10th day, you're like, oh my God, just because your body's like, one more time, maybe we can find that stuff again. That was really good. So it's quite a process. If you decide to jump off and do that to yourself, just know you're going to have probably a good 2 to 3 weeks where you're going to have to fight your way back to where you were before. And we went to that festival. It's funny. 2 weeks ago this coming Saturday. Today's Wednesday. So it's been, 10 days. And I am not feeling like I have to struggle so hard to get back to my normal. So just know that you're not falling off. No one's pushing you off. You're not falling. You're choosing. And you're making that jump, and you just have to decide if it's worth it or not. And if it is worth it to you, you have to know the battle back is not going to be easy. But all I'm saying is, take matters into your own hands. Take responsibility on your own self. Put it on you. Look right at the situation and know you're the one making this choice. No one's pushing you to do that. We had an emergency the other day a family member was in an accident and had to go to the hospital. And everything is fine. No worries about that. And it wasn't Jean or I or our kids or anything. It was just a member of our family. I won't obviously say who. But, this person is fine. But I'm so thankful I pack all my food the night before. I get all my food prepped and ready. I get all Jean's food prepped and ready because I was able to open up 2 lunch boxes, throw the ice thing in, fill them both with our food, and leave. We weren't at the hospital more than a couple hours between travel and everything, so it didn't work out that we had to stay. But I will guarantee you, if we had gone there without any water or food, we would have had to stay all day. You just know how that stuff goes. Try to always be prepared because it's much easier to make that choice to stay on where you are than it is to just jump right off because, well, it's just easier and you're not prepared. So that's it. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. If you don't like them, I don't care. I will talk to you later. Bye.